Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. So as you can see, I've had my Imperium delivery, so issues 31, 32, 33 and 34, and I've had my second premium kit. So what we're going to do is we will look at that at another stage, but what I'm going to do is crack into this first issue, which is going to be issue 31, and it's scenery. So, and I've not had this scenery before. I remember the older building kits that they used to have, and I'll be interested to see how this squares up. And can I see? No, I can't see where I've put it. Ah, okay, fair enough, right. So we'll have a look at the plastic in a bit. Let's have a look at the magazine. On the front we've got what looks like a Blood Angel Assault Intercessor. And it says, learn about the Blood Angels. Painting the Ruined Factorum, Core Rules, the Movement Phase. So, let's have a look. Ruined Factorum, shattered remnants of war. So we've got reinforced doors, an upper floor, and it says here hardcover. Cover granting a little extra protection to those standing within. Combining terrain. Ruined Factorums are comprised of 2 miniatures, 1 section of wall, and 1 partially intact building. You will receive more miniatures in issue 34. Yes. Okay, so they give us a battle record for it. Theatre of War for our black section. Sifos, Battle Zone, War-Torn, Ruined District. So this is going to give us a battle record for Sifos' surfaces covered in Manufactorum and Fortress sectors. Create a setting for your own battles by naming one of these sectors and recording key information on the goods it supplies to the Imperium. So you've got a random D6 chart name generator, basically. Right. Then we have some, in our red section, we have some Lucius information. The Hollow Forge, Agrippina, Orb of a Million Scars. Now we have information on Blood Angels. Sons of Sanguinius. Then we come into our how to build. Excellent. And then we are how to paint. Now, obviously, it's up to you if you follow this method. What I shall probably do is, because we get this with this issue, I'll show you how it basically goes together. And then what I'll do is in issue 34, I shall do a little paint video for how you can make that scenery. So quite in depth so far, using all the paints that we've had. Obviously they've used Corax White for the outer shell of the building, and this is what it will look like. Forming area terrain. Now, area terrain features, you're looking, when you place items down, you try and look for a terrain footprint so that people can easily see the area that that piece of terrain will form, and they get around this by providing obviously the 2 pieces. So you have the main part of the upper floor and then you have the ruined wall section. So that allows you to obviously put two right angles together to form a rectangular footprint, which is great. And then it goes into how this works and stuff like that. Breachable, defensible, light cover, obscuring, etc. We're then coming back into core rules for our green section. So yeah, movement phase, moving units, advancing and fallback, remain stationary, etc. We then have another scout mission, urban warfare. The battle on the fortress known Siphos continues to press ever closer to the fortresses and shipyards of the capital city, Siphos Prime. In one of Siphos' military factorum districts, the conflict rests on a knife edge. The Necrons and their ultramarine foes must fight for control of the few defensive positions still standing and secure the district. Play through this mission each 3 times and record the results as instructed in C, Theatre of War. Okay, so you can use this to record the battles of this mission. So great. Okay, Necrons, Royal Warden, Xenos invaders. The Necrons continue to push through the ruins, clearing the streets of surviving defenders block by block under the careful watch of their Royal Warden. Phalanxes of Necron warriors and immortals seek to drive the defenders from their meagre cover and take control of vantage points along the city streets. Space Marines. Leading the defence, Lieutenant, tasked with halting the relentless progress of the Sarachan legions, the stoic Ultramarines, under the command of a Primaris Lieutenant, seek to scour their foe from their vantage points and wrest control of what remains of the military factorum district from their Xenos opponents. And here we have the scout mission, capture the factorum. Refer to rules reference. Okay, mission briefing. Factorum district has been reduced to rubble and ruin. Only a few key pieces of cover remain, from which the occupiers must repel their opponents. Forces in play: 10 Necron warriors, 5 immortals, 1 warden, 5 assault intercessors, and 1 lieutenant. We're using one of the pale grey battle mats, and we're using the ruined building that we've got with this. We're using the hematite reactor and 2 armoured containers. So there you go. Let's bring you down and we'll have a look at the plastic. Hello. Right. Let's have a sticky beak. Now, are we going to have a date on this? No. But it says tool there. I'm going to cheat ever so slightly and just see. So I have a date on the second set of ruins that we get with issue 34, and it says 2019. You know what? I like these as just contained ruins. They're great. However, if you were wanting to build them as complete buildings, there's a lot of cutting and chopping about. It's going to need to be done to facilitate that. I liked the old building sets where you got sections of wall which you clipped out and then you glued them all together, and then you could put the roof on, and you could literally, you had ruined sections, you had complete sections, and if you wanted to, you could make a complete building out of complete sections. Or you could combine them with the ruined parts, the damaged parts, to make ruins, and I much prefer that. Whilst these are nice, I do prefer the older style Sector Mechanicus, Sector Administratum ruins buildings that we used to get back in the mid 2000s. But I like the detail. I mean, we've got nice gridded windows, plenty of greeblies on the outside. Excuse me. We got ventilation fans, junction boxes. We've got a nice little cog mechanicus here. Doors. Damaged door there, which has been pushed in slightly. Blast damage. So yeah, it's a nice set. Obviously the floor isn't double-sided texture-wise, which is a shame. The old floors were double-sided, so you had a choice of finishes. What I might do is, before I do the review for issue 34, I'll try and dig out the building that I have, which I built using the old sets. It's only a small building because I had perhaps 2 sprues and that was it really. But yeah, and you got a lot more on those sprues as well. You had lampposts, you had sconces and ladders and things like that. So yeah, I miss those old sets. But there you go, issue 31. All right, join me in the next. No, actually, don't join me in the next video. I'll put this together, so join me in a second once I've clipped it out and tidied it up. All right, speak to you in a bit. So, this is going to be interesting because this kind of feels like it's probably meant to be a push fit kit, because this corner is quite difficult to fully engage, and it's basically all the parts seem to go in without the need for glue. However, I am going to glue. And I'm kind of hoping that when I put the plastic weld in, it's going to soften up the plastic enough to be able to force this in without any major issues. Actually, I'll swap out for this one. So I'm kind of hoping that softening that up is going to allow me to push that together nicely. Yep, there you go. Right, superb. Now, I've done that, and the next bit is, now that I've lost it, pants. Where'd it go? It's on the floor. Hey, the carpet monster. Nearly had it. Right, so my next piece is this cog mechanicus, which goes into here. It should only go in one way because it's got pipe work, etc., and cabling leading up to it. So I've cleared it so as it slots in nice and easily. And now what I'm going to do is glue it from this side. Right, so that's that. Now we then have this 2-part floor, and what I'm going to do is put the glue in for the first piece, and hopefully this will allow this to slide in nicely. Like so. And then our second piece actually marries up to it. So popping on the glue. And then what I need to do is, that allows it to slide nicely into place. And then there's a few places where it joins. I'm just going to run this around so that any joints, any pieces that touch are going to get glued together like so. And that's that first piece, and then we just have a piece of ruined wall section, corner ruin. So again, what we're going to do is pop on enough here to hopefully allow it to slide in easily. So it's basically acting like a lubricant really between the two surfaces, and that's going to allow me to push this together properly. Right, just realised I didn't take off these bits just there, and those bits just there. Okay, right, that's better. That's much better. And then what I'm going to do is just pop in some glue down on the inside to help secure that. And that's it. That's this is, and it's pretty much the same for building the ruins in issue 34. So yeah, there you go. Those are the ruins. That's it. Piece of cake. Join me in the next video. All right. Take care. Bye bye.